Welcome to My Life and Coasters, where today I'm back here at one of my favourite theme parks in Europe, Plopsaland Belgium, and it is of course home to my favourite coaster anywhere out there, the one and only Ride to Happiness. I'm so excited to get back on that today. Got a full day here at Plopsaland, which is really good, 10 till 6. It's February half term, so I'm hoping all of the rides are going to be open. It is very cold, so we'll have to see. Some of them may open later. Like I know the Ride to Happiness and Anubis have minimum operating temperatures. Hopefully they'll be open, but yeah, we'll just have to see. Anyway, really excited to get back into Plopsaland today. And see any updates. I know they've got a new ride since last time I was here. That's I think it's a Wild Swing. First time doing one of them, so really excited for that. Well, I'm through into the park, and what is this view? Normally there's a big building here, but it's the Ride to Happiness. This has really thrown me off because I wasn't 100% aware this is where the Ride to Happiness was, and I've just walked in and it's there. It's almost like they've moved it, but they've not. I know they're building a flying theatre here, and they've just pulled buildings down to do it, and it's really weird because now it all seems so much closer together, like Super Splash, Ride to Happiness, Anubis. Oh, this gate's closed, so I assume I have to wait until 10 o'clock. We'll quickly touch on a worrying bit of news that the guy at the entrance said. He didn't speak amazing English, but I think he said the big attraction is closed, which does worry me. If he's talking about the Ride to Happiness, or if he means the big attractions are closed because of the weather, I don't know. Whatever is open though, I can film on ride. I asked at the entrance, they were like, yeah, sure, you can film on ride with a chest mount. Just checked my weather app, and it's due to get to 6 degrees today, and that will be about 2 o'clock, and that is the temperatures for the Ride to Happiness and Anubis. Yesterday I checked, it was 6 degrees and they were operating, so hopefully, fingers crossed, later on today they'll open, but I think for this morning it'll be doing some of the smaller rides. I think I'm going to make the Wild Swing my first attraction. It was new for last year. I did actually pop into the park last year, but it was literally to ride the Ride to Happiness. I got 2 rides on that and left straight away, didn't even come to see it. So excited to see the Wild Swing. Never ridden one, so as long as it's open, we're going to start there and I can take you on for the ride. So it would appear to be located within Wikiland alongside this cool ride. I did this last time. Really good. My favourite Zamperla disco out there, because look at the theming. It's amazing. Yeah, it's not actually as big as I thought they were. I know they're all like the same sort of size. But yeah, I expected them to be bigger. But anyway, I'm still really excited to give it a go. Apparently they can pack a bit of a punch, so I should get straight on this one actually. Right, I'll take you on board. What is it called? I don't even know, but I'm going to go on. Here we go then, my first ever Wild Swing. Whoa, that's quite whippy. Whoa! Oh, that is fun. Wow, it's amazing airtime at the top. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, that is amazing! Oh! Well, this is a proper ride. Give every park in the world one of those right now. That was a phenomenal family flat ride there. Honestly, it looks really small, but it's really good. I can't wait for Paulson's Park's new one in the UK. That's going to be the UK's first, and I think it'll be an excellent addition. That would fit in every park. It's It's the perfect level. You get some lovely airtime. It's very comfortable. I'm sort of got a love-hate relationship with top spins, because when like I get held upside down, I'm not too keen on it. That it's got all the like top spin intense sensations without the upside down, so I think that's amazing. Yeah, I'd love to see so many parks get them. That is a proper ride. I'll be back for another ride later, I'd say, on that one. Quite a short cycle, unfortunately, but I guess it's good if you like got a kid and they're a bit scared to go on. They can go on and know it's not for too long. Looks like the sun might be out today as well, which is quite good. Makes it a lot nicer to walk around, even though it is about 3 degrees at the minute. Hoping it'll warm up a bit later so I can get on those rides. Don't know if there's anything happening with Anubis either at the minute. Saying that, I haven't heard Heidi the ride go around either, because normally you can hear that, so not looking too great. Anubis, I see a sign, I need to read it. Let's have a look. Closed due to poor weather conditions. I didn't just read that in French, I translated it on Google. I'm not that clever, but anyway, hopefully it'll open a bit later. Super Splash would appear to have had a paint up. I'd seen something about this online, but yeah, it definitely has had a nice paint, because don't get me wrong, it looked fine before, but now it looks really nice and fresh. Oh, they've done this bit as well. Yeah, you can definitely tell here. Yeah, that's really good. Obviously not open, wouldn't really want to ride it at the minute because it's freezing. But yeah, walking under the ride to happiness. I did just hear Heidi the ride go around, I think, so I'll head there next. That can get pretty busy because it's not got good throughput, so try and get on that quite quickly. Was riding really good on the front row there. I don't remember liking it that much last time, but yeah, really enjoyed that one. Loads of floater airtime. On to Draken next, I think it's called, the family powered coaster. This is a really long one actually, and it's got some quite nice theming. And I believe it's actually had some theming updates, so looking forward to getting back onto this one. Wow, yeah, it's had more than some theming updates. Nachtwatch, or whatever that is, I probably butchered that name. It's had a new name. It used to be called Draken, I think it was, or Dragon. Yeah, some cool effects on there, as you saw in the station. There's like this projection of like explosions or fireworks. Really like that. Nothing too much has changed. Obviously nothing about the layout, nothing about the actual ride, but it's still a really good ride and some nice theming updates. I will mention again, if I do seem like a bit slow in this video and taking it easy, it's because I did an overnight bus last night. I've been up over 24 hours and I'm exhausted, and I've also got to do that again tonight to get back. So yeah, quite an extreme trip to Plopsaland, but that's why I might be like sitting down more, taking it a bit easier, because yeah, there's no rush really either, especially with the ride happiness being closed, although there is a train in the station, which is good. I'll take a quick look at the construction of the flying theatre. As you can see, it's a big steel box at the minute, but I assume next time I come it will probably be like really themed up and stuff. Plan to open next year. Active work is going on though. You can hear this from all around the park because they're lifting the bits of steel in like that, then he's banging it in. I don't know, maybe that's why they've closed the ride's happiness for a bit, although it probably is because it's too cold. But they are lifting pretty near the track. I don't know if they'd be able to operate like that. Now this is the park's dark ride. I've never done it before, but I've heard things about it. It's called Boss Van Plop. Should we give it a go? I think we should. Unless it's got a queue, then I might give it a miss, but we'll see. Yeah, that's not happening. I just had a look in Circus Bumber as well there. That's a dark ride. Very busy looking queue, and in there's all just like a busy soft play area. I don't think that ride's aimed at me anyway, from what I've seen of it. So I'm going to skip over those two, Boss Van Plop and Circus Bumber, the dark rides. And they are busy because of how cold it is as well, I'd imagine. The park has actually got really busy. I was about to do this ride here, the De Grotti Golf, but the queue was actually really big, so I decided to give it a miss. Not too sure what I'm going to go and head on to now. There's a couple of other coasters like the Like Me coaster and the roller skater, so I'll probably go and do those. But I think the fact that Anubis and the Ride's Happiness is closed isn't helping rides like this that are quite thrilling, and Heidi the ride as well. And it's sort of putting a lot of queue onto them. There's no Starflyer either, although this was advertised on the website, so yeah, that's fair enough. This is the Like Me coaster, I believe this is open, and I'm going to go and get a ride on it as long as it's not got a huge queue. The Like Me coaster had a pretty big queue as well. I reckon that probably could have taken like half an hour, so I've given it a miss for now. I will have to start joining some of these queues in a bit, because obviously the main rides, the Ride Tackers and Anubis, or the main rides for me anyway, aren't open unfortunately. But yeah, I definitely think it's putting pressure on the other rides with those, because the queues are quite big, and I do find it hard to justify for rides like that waiting half an hour odd. But anyway, even more angles of the amazing Ride to Happiness there. I'm so hoping it opens soon. It has warmed up a bit, but I haven't seen any test rides yet, so I'm going to yeah, I'll manage expectations there. What's this queue? That's not too bad, but again, it's a standard layout of a Coma family coaster that I've done loads, so I'm not too sure if I want to wait. I will do this ride though. It's not got too much of a queue. I do quite enjoy these. I've only ever done this one because the one at Legoland, and I think there's a few others, have always been way too busy for me, so yeah, I'll do this one. Mega Mindy's Jet Ski, this one's called. Interesting name. You basically just control the steering with this, but it's really fun because you drift out. This is my sort of craft then. I stand in it, no restraint other than the door being shut, and then just steer with a steering wheel there. Yeah, so from what I remember, you have to sort of time it right. There we go. And then you swing out. But yeah, you get some really good force. They're like the busiest I've ever seen them. Heidi the Ride has filled most of its upstairs cattle pen, which on one train of 12 people, that's going to move pretty slowly. So yeah, decided to give Heidi the Ride a miss for a re-ride, that is. I got my ride earlier. I just spoke to the very nice guy stood at the entrance to the Ride's Happiness, and he said basically the park work with like a weather company, and they said it's a maybe for it opening into about 2 hours because it's got to get to 6 degrees like I said earlier. So yeah, just going to keep my fingers crossed. I was thinking of like leaving the park early and going somewhere else because everything else is really busy, and if there was like no hope of that opening, I'd have left, but no, because there's hope of the Ride's Happiness, I'm going to stick around. Right, I've decided what I'm going to do. Seeing as that could be 2 hours and Anubis isn't open, I'm going to head out of the park, go grab some lunch quickly, because the park's prices on lunch are horrific. It's like €10 for a hot dog. A water was like €5, so I'm not going to pay that. I know a 5-minute walk that way is a supermarket, so I'm going to go there, going to get some food, and that'll kill some time while I wait for the Ride's Happiness to open. Fingers crossed. Back in the park now, and I'm going to go and join the queue for Like Me coaster. I don't think it's got a big queue, I just checked the app and it said 5 minutes, so we'll go and see what that's like. Yeah, get that one done. Oh yeah, this is way quieter than earlier. That's the Like Me coaster done. If you do know how to pronounce this, please let me know in the comments because I'm clueless. The other ride's been called that as well for some reason. The old dragon ride. So I have no idea what it is. I'm assuming it's like a TV show or something. But next, what? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. But for now, I'm going over to the Wild Swing again, I think, and I might do the Zamperla Disco as well. Yeah, I think this is actually my favourite ride I've done today. I think I do prefer it over Heidi the Ride. I know I normally love my coasters, but yeah, this flat ride has actually blown me away. And I don't really think it's got much of a queue, so if it hasn't, I might get a few rides in on it. Second ride of the day on that Wild Swing, and I can confirm I love it even more than I did on my first ride. It's an amazing ride, and honestly, I hope we get more of those in the UK. Poland is getting one, which is really cool. I'm glad that they're the first ones to get it because they'll theme it up nicely. But Alton Towers, Legoland, so many parks could do with one of those. Let's do the Zamperla Disco de Grotte Golf now. Maybe I'll be able to get on the next ride, I don't know. And I will be able to film on ride, which is cool. Never done that on one of these.
What? On va passer de l'autre côté bientôt, je crois. Yes. What? You need to come
that coaster over there, that Big Mac ride spinning coaster, just tested. Go for a ride on here, and then let's go over there.
Gabi!
Je vois toutes les maisons.
Look at that, that is the ride's happiness with the riders on. I have just ran a little bit, and Anubis is testing, so both rides. That's very cool. I'm going over to the ride's happiness first. It is running quite slow by the looks of things. It looked like it nearly stalled on the banana roll, but anyway, let's get around there. Not only that, Super Splash has opened. It wasn't meant to be open today, not weather or anything. And yeah, they've just decided to open it with people on, which is cool. Maybe I'll give that a go then. That is really cool. I've just had 3 roller coasters open up. Of course, I'm also going to be able to get POV'S from the ride's happiness as well for the first ever time, so that's really exciting. No wrist strap, so I can't do a rider cam, but I'm still really excited to get some POV'S on this thing. And some rides, yeah. If it stays open, I'll be lapping it. Right, so I've had a change of plan. The ride to happiness queue is sprawling all the way back here. There's a good few hundred people in it, and the ride to happiness is only running 1 train. So what I've now decided to do is go back over to Anubis. Yeah, I know I was over there literally a second ago, but all those people, that queue could take a while. I'm going to go and try and get on Anubis while everyone's trying to chaotically get on that. It's not even open yet, and I can't work out how because there was people on it a second ago. Anyway, I'll go back to Anubis. Hopefully that'll open, get rides on that. Maybe get a couple because everyone's doing rides happiness at the minute. Then come back once that's calmed down a bit. Still think I'll have to queue a bit for it later. And then yeah, should be able to get on the ride happiness. I have done some running to get over there, and it was still too late. I have to hope for with the ride to happiness now as well is that it doesn't valley because it's going very slow and it's very dull. Yeah, not too bad of a queue for Anubis now, so yeah, I'll get on this. Oh, here we go, big launch. Whoa! Right, it's time for me to do the pedalos now. There's no queue. Never done like a pedalo before. While I'm doing the pedalos, it's actually really hard. Got to put some weight into it, I guess, because usually, yeah, you have 2 people doing it. How do I stop? I'm going to crash into the... Oh, this doesn't seem very safe. I'm sure it is. I'm about to get my head taken off by a pirate ship. Have I got stuck? Alright, see if I can get it going forward again. I don't know why I picked to go on this one. I was about to say I'm going to do that one next, the Super Splash, but then I saw this and I thought, I may as well. Let's not have a crash. now done Anubis, the Swan boats and Super Splash. You'll have seen the POV'S from them just then. And it's finally time for me to come back to the Ride's Happiness. I've seen it cycling around with people, not very frequently, like every 5 minutes or something. So yeah, I feel like I'm going to be in this queue for quite a while. But it's open and that's the main thing. I'd rather have the Ride's Happiness with a queue than not have it at all. Which is all fun and games until I see the length of the queue, because I think it might be pretty big. But it'll be worth it. The epic queue for this ride never disappoints. Oh dear, this is going to be a while for the Ride's Happiness, but I'm a bit worried because the temperatures are scheduled to drop, so I don't want to leave it any longer. I am just going to sit in the queue. Now, normally this wouldn't be too bad if it's on 2 trains, but it's not, it's on 1, so we'll go all the way up here. There's a bit of indoor queue as well.
You on your ride to happiness. After this point, your lives will never be the same. Cherish the crucial moment of change and carry it in your heart.
Brona point! Oh! Wow! Cosa senti?
Every time I go on that ride, it blows me away. I forget how good it is. I remember doing it in August and I don't know why I didn't enjoy it as much, but I just did that and that was insane. I did it on the back row, or the back car, because obviously it spins. I mean, you'll have seen the POV, that was insane, that was amazing. It was running quite slow, but that's not a negative thing because you get a lot of hang time, and hang time's very cool on a spinning coaster. Yeah, I love that ride, definitely is #1 spot. I love Voltron as well at Europa Park. That sits firmly in the number 2 spot, but yeah, the Ride's Happiness is in a league of its own. Head to this Anubis next, or just Anubis, about the same as last time, maybe 20 minutes. But yeah, I don't mind that too much. Of Anubis there, a little bit rough, but yeah, you sort of brace yourself, keep your head forward, it's not too bad. Now I'm heading over to do Heidi the Ride, the wooden coaster. Right, let's see if this has calmed down a lot with a queue or not. If it hasn't, then I'll probably just go straight to the Ride's Happiness. Credit where credit's due, Heidi the Ride earlier had quite a big queue and they've put a second train on. And I know that maybe with the Ride to Happiness, for example, they might have a train in maintenance, but it was available to go on. They put it on, which is really, really good to see, because I think it would have a massive queue. But yeah, I was wondering, why is it moving so quick? And then I got into the station, I was like, oh, there's 2 trains. So it only took me about 15 minutes to get on there in the end, which was really, really good. Enjoyed my ride. Row 5, which is second to back road, very short train on there. No prizes for guessing where I'm heading to next. Oh, that's better. Look at that. There's barely... Oh! Right. Well, look at this. There's barely a queue. That is perfect. It's not even up those stairs. It was about 55 minutes and I waited from around this point here. But that is because it's on 1 train. I imagine that's because it's winter. When I came in the summer, they had it on 2. Queue was flying. But yeah, it's not going to be more than 20 minutes. Depends how much of it's in here. But I don't really mind. There's an hour and a half to go until park close. I think you know what I'm going to be doing. Incredible ride that is. I did it on the second to front row, which at the end of the ride ended up being the front row. Yeah, really, really good. I forgot how much hang time you get at the front on that first roll, because I haven't done it at the front since I first visited the park in 2023. Because when I came last year, just popped in to do 2 rides and I did both back rows. So yeah, really good to get back on it towards the front. The station waiting I'm not a fan of, because a bit of queue jumping stuff goes on. It's quite tricky and you end up waiting in the station for like 15 minutes, so yeah, this time I'm just going to go wherever I'm allocated. Let's go on to the Ride to Happiness for a 3rd time today. There we go, 3 rides on the Ride to Happiness, pretty happy with that. I'll be back about 5 minutes before the park shuts to get my last ride, because obviously I can join the queue, 5 to 6, get on, and then yeah, utilising the best of my time basically. So I should be able to finish with 4 rides. I've got about half an hour to go and do something else, so I'm just deciding what that's going to be now. So I could do Heidi the Ride for a 3rd time. Equally, I could do Anubis for a 3rd time, or I could go over and do Wild Swing a couple of times. I'm not too sure. I might give Anubis a look because it might have quietened down, but then so might have Heidi the Ride. So decisions, maybe I'll be able to get on them both. That's quite ambitious though. Half an hour until park close. Do 3 of the coasters. Oh, Anubis really is quiet. There's no queue on the stairs, so yeah, let's go for this. How often do you see Anubis walk on? Well, I did a couple of years ago and lapped it, but anyway. Cool, let's go on. Anubis complete walk on. I remember when I came for the first time in December 2023, it was like that. I went around like 4 times. I think now it's quite rough, and I did just do all those Ride to Happiness rides. and I'm quite tired, so yeah, not feeling like another Anubis. That's actually why I come off the ride to happiness, because I wasn't starting to get dizzy, but I feel like where I'm tired gets quite a lot. Normally I can sit on spinny rides like that all day, but yeah, don't know. Gonna go do Heidi the ride quickly, then go and jump in the queue for the ride to happiness, finish off the day. Well, this is quiet. I think I'm gonna be able to pick where I want to sit. Yeah, it's filling all of this earlier and some of that. So I've just had 2 back-to-back walk-on rides on Heidi the ride there. One on the front row and one on the back row. And I have to say, I think I prefer that wooden coaster at the front, but overall, that is a really good family wooden coaster, and it's everything a wooden coaster should be. It's got like a nice little roughness, but it's not uncomfortable. Yeah, it just feels like a very good wooden coaster, that to me. As a family wooden coaster, of course. It's nothing too thrilling, but it's got lots of airtime for what it is. I do quite enjoy it now. Last time, I wasn't that impressed with it, but I think that's because it was raining and it kept out in my face, so yeah. I can give it a proper sort of review today. I've had 4 rides on it. I really do like Heidi the ride now. Anyway, got about 5 minutes until the park closes. I wonder what the hell that was then. Yeah, I feel like I'm like ultra aware of things because I haven't slept in like ages. Yeah, that thing, genuinely, I don't know what I thought. I thought I was about to get hit by a car or something then. In a theme park, I don't know. Right, let's go for one last ride of the day on the ride to happiness. The lights are on and the sun is setting as well. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a complete walk on as well to end the day out on the ride to happiness. 6 PM and the park is closed. I think we'll go for a front row ride. Well, I had a ride in the front car, and then we got back into the station and there was still a few people waiting for the front. So I moved to a different part of the train and I got to ride again. So I've got 2 back-to-back rides there without leaving the station. That brings my total to 5 rides on the ride to happiness, which is the exact same I did the first time I came here, which I don't think is too bad, considering it didn't open until like 2 o'clock, 1:30, whatever it was. So yeah, really pleased with that. Done like 4 on Heidi the ride, 3 on Anubis. I've had a really good day actually for getting rides done. This morning I thought it could have been another case and I wouldn't have been able to do any, but yeah, really good day for getting loads of rides done. Really enjoyed the ride to happiness. Enjoyed Heidi the ride a bit more this time. I feel like my opinions on Anubis have gone down a bit because it's just rougher than I remember. But yeah, the other 2 have exceeded more my sort of, I don't know, my presumptions of what I thought of them, I guess. Anyway, I'm leaving the park now. I'll keep this outro pretty snappy. It's been a good day for February half term. There's not that many parks open, so the fact that they have opened, despite obviously the rides not always being open due to temperatures, really good. I would recommend a visit. Just check the temperature. If it's colder than 6-7 degrees, you probably want 7 degrees. Then expect the rides to be shut. But anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.